First moment. Guide for reflection of the day. From the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. I do not want you to be unaware, brothers and sisters, that our ancestors were all under the cloud and all passed through the sea, and all of them were baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea. All ate the same spiritual food, and all drank the same spiritual drink, for they drank from a spiritual rock that followed them, and the rock was the Christ. Yet God was not pleased with most of them, for they were struck down in the desert. These things happened as examples for us, so that we might not desire evil things as they did. Rule of Life, Article 20. Participation in the sacraments accompanies our existence in its most significant moments and leads us to maturity in faith, hope, and love. In this journey of continual conversion, we frequently approach the sacrament of reconciliation, lived as a celebration of the forgiveness of God and of the community. To the Pious Disciples by Blessed James Alberione. He has brought us life that is divine, a divine life that is He Himself, Jesus Christ. Therefore, to live in Christ and of Christ. The Word, through Him, with Him, and in Him, yes, when life is lived in such manner. How is life? The Eucharist and Jesus Christ nourishes us with Himself. The Eucharist is the most sublime sacrament. The Mass, Holy Communion, and adoration, yes. And then all the other sacraments, baptism, confirmation, etc. There are also many other graces that are given to us outside the sacraments, all the graces that we have to receive for our sanctification. Therefore, to arrive at vivit vero in me Christus, when we no longer think with our own thoughts and desire with our own desires, but Christ lives in us, then vivit vero in me Christus. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in us. Second moment. Points to consider for this day's reflection. Take some moments of lingering on how the sacraments lead us to maturity in faith, hope, and love. How is my approach? In a journey of continual conversion, I live the forgiveness of God and of the community as a celebration. What is my experience of celebration in receiving the sacrament of reconciliation? Outside the sacraments are the grace we receive for our sanctification. I pray and I beg the Lord to grant me the greatest of all graces, It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. Third moment. Consciousness examine. I am made aware that Lent is a period of reflection and spiritual renewal. What are my needs for renewal? I take time to identify them. I am made aware that Lent is a period of reflection and spiritual renewal. What are my needs for renewal? I take time to identify them. I am part of the so many graces outside the sacraments. God has made me a sacrament of salvation. How do I believe and act? I am part of the so many graces outside the sacraments. God has made me a sacrament of salvation. How do I believe and act? What is formative and transformative in my practice of the sacrament of reconciliation? What is formative and transformative in my practice of the sacrament of reconciliation?